Hi, it's Nikki Bonfanti here, and thanks to all of you that have been playing along to my Getting to Know You game. This is a bit dark, I don't know why. And maybe you're wondering what it's all about. Well, it's been fun, that's for sure, and I've really got to know you a lot better, and I'm really grateful for you for playing along. We've done some very interesting questions. The first question I asked you a few weeks ago was, what's the scariest thing you've ever done? And I was gobsmacked by the amazing things that a lot of you have done, and by the honesty and the trust you held in this group by sharing some of the most amazing, scary, horrific, traumatic things that you've been through and come through the other side. And from acknowledging that and from witnessing that, a lot of you mentioned that you wouldn't be the person that you are today. So I think we've all learned from that, just that first question, that yeah, it's true, Julia. Yeah, there's some really incredibly scary things people had overcome. And I think by acknowledging what we all have overcome in different phases of our lives, it's who we are today, and it's made us who we are. And is it all for a reason? Well, I like to think there's some positives that come out of everything. So thank you for starting it off so well with that. And then we lightened it up a bit, and I asked you about your favourite holiday, and you loved this one. There was loads of reminiscing of some amazing holidays. We're really adventurous. It wasn't just package deals to Costa del Sol. It was all over the world, and it was really great going on your travels with you as you reminisced about those. And there were some that just talked about their childhood, simple holidays in Ireland or Cornwall or places like that, just reliving the childhood moments. So to extend that one, I would ask you to think about, what was it about those holidays in your childhood that you loved, and what can you bring into your everyday, either for yourself or for young people around you, but more importantly for you. What can you bring from those holidays into your everyday life, so that it's not just something that's gone and done and dusted, but it's an ongoing part of who you are and what you do. And then the third question, I've got my list here, the third question were, who are your role models? Who do you look up to? Not so many people answered this one. It took a bit of thinking about, and a lot of people mentioned their parents, people that are close to them, not necessarily famous people. But if you do think about that question, it's good to think of more than one or two people. Think of quite a few people that you admire, and then think about what are the qualities that you really admire in those people, and then reflect back. Are those qualities in you? Most likely they are, but are you fulfilling them? Are you really living them, or are you suppressing them, thinking that they're not appropriate, or you can't be humorous or funny because you've got to be serious at work? Maybe you can be more humorous or funny if that's one of the traits that you admire. So that's another extension question. I'd like you to think about your role models. And then the fourth question was, when did you last have an aha moment? And learned something amazing. And I was really impressed that so many of you mentioned that you'd learnt it from yourselves, from your own behaviour, from the reactions people have to you, or your reactions to other people, that showed that you'd learnt something, that you'd progressed, that you'd grown in some way. So some really, really great answers, really good stuff. I'm not getting psychologists to look at these answers. It's all about getting to know each other, but more importantly, you getting to know yourself. The fifth question, oh yeah, and the aha moment for me was a little taster of what this whole program has been about, because back in early July this year, it wasn't that long ago, I went on a training course to become an interpreter for the Vitality Test, which is like a personality profiling test. It's free, and I'm going to give you the link to do it because I think you'd find it fascinating. Most of you know I've worked with Talent Dynamics for years and years and years, and this has the same roots as that, so it's not ditching it all, but it goes a lot deeper, and it fills a lot of the questions that I had about Talent Dynamics, particularly around that fifth energy. So have a look at that test, and it's free. It'll take 15 minutes. You get a really fascinating report and a score on your 5 energies. And I'll be talking about those 5 energies a lot in my blogs and stuff that I do on my training programs. So yeah, take a look at that. So that was a little taste of what this whole thing was about. And then the question I left you with before I went off on holiday again was, what is your favourite job? And again, so I was so impressed by a lot of you saying that it's now. It's the job you're doing right now that you love. You've created your favourite job. You've created the job that you've always dreamed you wanted to have. So hats off to you. That's fantastic. I am part way there, and probably most of the days I think that, but not every single day. So yeah, that was great. And also some great reminiscing of some amazing jobs in TV studios and chocolate factories and other dream jobs. So then week 2 was this week, and I started the week mainly for my own benefit as I was back from holiday and slap bang into work again. So what do you do to motivate yourselves? And we had this whole debate and discussion about to-do lists or not to-do lists, and I put a post up there about that. And we will be coming back to that topic next week because after the bank holiday, I guess a lot of you will be coming back to work like uninterruptedly. So we're going to do stuff on motivation and getting back into getting some quick sales in a trusted, ethical way. So that was a dip into that. And then on Tuesday, this was another good one. What's your favourite book and why? So I've just added loads more to my ever-growing book list from your recommendations, and it was great to see some really inspirational works there, but also some escapist works. We love books for all kinds of reasons. Definitely in this group we seem to love books, and there were all sorts of books ranging from the highbrow to the not so highbrow. So great to see that. Oh, and yeah, no, it doesn't matter. I'll tell you another time. And then, oh yeah, yesterday's, that was another good one. Real reminiscing. Nostalgia isn't what it used to be, is it? We were looking at what we love to do and play with as children. And again, this is another great question for you to reflect on and think, how can I bring that more into what I do now, into my life now, into my business now? There was Lisa, for example, said she loved playing cards as a child. Well, her first product that she created were cards for a business. So there's some links there. So have a think about what you said there. A lot of you loved playing out in nature. And isn't it a shame that our kids today don't do that, enough of that? Because there's so many precious memories and so many things we learn from that. So, but have a think about what you loved about doing as a child, and see if there's any clues as to how you could, how your career was going to go. And if you're at a crossroads in a career decision, are there any decisions any help in your decision that could lie in those choices? Have a think about that one. And then today's was what live music gig, and I didn't do this just to promote my husband's band. I know I did promote it, but it was another one to really find out how old you are. Because we date ourselves by the bands and the concerts that we went to, but also we can tell people's characters by the type of music they like, from what they like about concerts. So again, a really great question, and thanks for contributing to that for today's question. Now the final question is tomorrow. And tomorrow I'm going to also clarify on it's Free Friday tomorrow. So I want to share with you, I'll share with you the link to this free personality profiling tool that I've told you about. But because I've trained as an interpreter, I love that title, of the results, if you want to have a one-to-one with me about your results and see if working together we can dig a bit deeper underneath the results to see what does that mean for you right now. The other amazing thing about this test is that when you know your energies, you know some ways of how to unblock yourself by using the different energies depending on which one is your most dominant energy, and you can use it to help make decisions, use it to help unblock you, use it to resolve issues that you're facing right now. So I would love to practice that with you. So I'm offering a deal to do that for just £30. It just covers the admin costs, really, if you'd like to do that. So that's going to be out there tomorrow. On Free Friday, but I just thought I'd mention it now. And originally I wanted to do this getting to know you game because I thought not much happens in August, and I don't want to be working too hard on all my Facebook groups and all my business, especially as I was being away a lot. So I just thought something that we could do together just to get to know each other. And I'm really glad I did, because I found out a lot more about you, and it actually led into, I didn't actually think it all the way through, but it has led on to something that I really want to share with you all, and I hope you take advantage of it. So you'll find out what the final question is tomorrow. And if you send me your answers to the questions and sign up to the debrief, then there's a really special deal. I think it's 75% discount, so it's only £30, something like that. And I'm taking the bookings right up to the end of September. You can even do the session after that, as long as it's booked before the end of September. So it's all part of my my practical training as well. So thank you for your help if you're prepared to do that. So once again, thank you very much for joining in with Just Getting to Know You group and Getting to Know You game. And it's a joy to spend time with you on Facebook in these things. Even when I'm on holiday, I enjoy doing it. So thanks very much, and see you soon. Bye.